Okay, so here I have an interior. I actually changed the ceiling from the last scene. Here I just used a bunch of ceiling 1 by 1, and I enabled the U-ceiling trim on it so we can kind of get this opening here. And I just positioned them so that it kind of makes sense. Because what I'm going to do next is I like to add some columns to support this area, and maybe add that floor pull down here as well. So let's go ahead and do that. In the blueprints folder, there is BP columns, so let's drag that in. And by default, it's got this reddish Corinthian column style. The material choices, we have 3. We have A, which is like a marble reddish with gold. We have a more simple marble with gold too. And we have C, which is more of an exterior, dirty travertine look. So in here, yeah, let's just go with that look. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns of different sizes. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6 meters in height. So it should pretty much cater to any ceiling height you want to make. So for this one, I think it's 5 in this room, which is fairly tall. Yeah. But of course, your ceiling doesn't need to be that tall, so maybe we'll bring it down. Let's go with like a basic 4 meter. And I'm gonna take all these ceilings and just bring them down by 1 meter. So it looks a little bit more natural, right? It's a small room, it's not gonna have a tall ceiling. Okay. And let's see. We'll do material B for that one, which is more of a concrete. And I'm just gonna copy these pillars. Into position. You can also change these to ionic as well, so they have like a nice, that typical ionic feminine look to them. This is the, gilded gold and marble look. Yeah, we'll keep that there. That's fine. Okay, now the floor I want to convert to the pool, and for that I need to change these to 2 meter and then create the 4 meter center area. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, cool. So we have just some basic terracotta floor that goes around this central pool area that's open to the air. That looks pretty cool, and everything's all set up for you. We can do a little bit more in here if you like. Add some props, although we may not have room for it. Instead of a pool, let's just do a mosaic. And we'll do Dionysus for that one. And I'd like him to face the door, so I'll rotate him into position. There we go. Okay. And at this point, I'm gonna do a quick light bake. Okay, I had a skylight, post-process volume, tweaked lighting a little bit, nothing big. And we have a pretty basic lighting setup here. And let's flesh out the scene a little bit more. So, sticking with the blueprints folder, let's go to BP props home and just drag what we got in here. So by default, the first thing is this really cool fire bowl. It's a brass bowl that's just got a raging fire. It's got a light in it as well, so it illuminates the room for you. What's great is you got control over all this stuff right here. So we have prop choice. We have a ton of props here. Random Z rotation, so if you're kind of needing like just a random rotation for props that you place, it'll just do it for you. Pedals, little statues, these are contextual things. You'll see. I'll go over that in a second. Enable fire on lamps. You can just turn that off if you like. And it turns off the particle effect as well as the light effect. Let's turn that back on so you can see. What's also cool is these fire bowls come with a couple styles. So here's style A fire, here's style B, C, and D. So, you know, you can have fire that looks kind of unique as you look around the space. Curtain color, there's curtains. I'll show you those in a second. For now, I'm going to just move this guy over here in the corner. Let's give him a style A fire. Cool. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We have benches. You know, people need a place to sit. So let's just kind of put him, I don't know, right there. That's cool. Whoops. Okay, wow, I don't know if I can go over all of these. Definitely dig into them when you have the pack, but there's lots of furniture. You know, we have just a small little brazier with, you know, really cool normal mapped, you know, feet detail. All these props are normal mapped, unwrapped with, you know, really nice materials. All this stuff is authored in Substance Designer and Substance Painter. Nothing that's, you know, photo sourced from a photograph or anything, but you know, we have a nice chair with a pillow on it, some gold, another chair. You could see a lot of the stuff showcased in the playable demo scene that you can download on the website, or the demo scene that's included in the package. Let's see here. We have a standing lamp, another light source. I'll kind of put that over there. Let's take a look at the curtains. Let's see here. Curtain side. Okay. So this is a curtain that's just kind of got a little bit of motion from the shader. We can put him up here. Probably best to snap him on the grid, but whatever. And I'm just going to scale him down a little bit so we can add another one over here. I'm going to negatively scale him. And now we have curtains. That's cool. And we can change the style to style A or B. And just like the floors that I showed you earlier that you can colorize, the walls you can colorize, you can do the same thing with the curtains. Right? So we could just go in, find this curtain material, double click on it. And this is our kind of atlas of curtain details here. So we can change the color A, B, and C to get pretty much the color that we want. You know, we can just go nuts. We can change it to red, all kinds of colors, and it looks natural too, which is cool. So kind of dig in and have fun with that. Let's see what else we have. I'm just kind of going crazy here. We have little housewares, like little, you know, carafes and cups and things. You know, these are pretty high res. They got normal maps, you know, metallic maps on them, just to add a nice, you know, touch of detail. You can put all these on a table if you like. So here's a little table. We'll put that in the corner. Yeah, there's so much to go through. I don't know if I could do it in this video because, rest assured, they're high detail, they look great, and you know, go through the demo scene. You can see them all being showcased in different ways.